Before we get started, we would like to give a shout out to Battle Bards. BattleBards.com has background ambiance, battle sounds, and much more. Bring your tabletop venture to life with BattleBards.com.
There are things in the night. Your nightmares will manifest into reality as they find their way into Doc's imagination.
The mind has many horrors.
We all can live in this place.
Through our imaginations,
we are free, and we breathe in its embrace.
Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmarish dream world. Welcome to the Bros and Dragons podcast. I'm your dungeon master and host, Daniel Doc Gentry, and our players are
Kylie. I'm playing Alicia Fargum, a female human rogue.
Tom Benson. I play Captain Martin Firewell, human male barbarian.
John Cejka. I play Defina Nalo, a half-elf female wizard.
This is Keith Ross, and I'm playing Morthos the Faithful, a human male cleric.
Michael Scimeca. I play Steve, a male dragonborn bard.
I'm Sam Joe Ryan. I'm playing Fidget, a human male monk.
Let us adventure on. Hey, Mike, what happened last time? The last time we got together, which is so long ago, I can't believe it. It's like I haven't seen you guys in weeks.
Oh, it's been about a week since you've,
It's been about 15 days between podcasts. It's so freaky.
Yeah. Well, last time.
On the Adventure Zone. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Second best D&D podcast right there.
Oh, no, hey. Don't do that. I do it God's Fall, Adventure Zone, Drunks and Dragons, then us.
We're the best. We are the best.
Yeah, that's because I'm hard on myself.
He said hard on.
I did. So, yeah, John, since you volunteered, what happened last time?
We were told by the Queen we had to stay near the town, and we decided to go venture off into Crystaldale, where we found the Temple of Jundar to try to get another orb. We must have pissed something off, because we were told to run. And then now we're here.
So you guys are running through town, and the first thing you see is a tied up, now bleeding from the back and the front Fidget.
I want my farm coal! Get me my fucking farm coal!
Which comes out.
I'm literally just going to keep running and scoop him up as I go.
Ooh, all right. So I need an athletics check from you.
Okay.
We'll start there.
19.
19. Okay, you do get a hold of him, and you get him up off the ground. Your speed is halved now. And you're all still running towards the portal, I'm guessing. Or are you just going to jump 500 feet and hope for the best?
While Defina was running, she trips over her own feet and tumbles.
I hate it when you just do these off-the-wall fucking checks, John. Hey, cool. Yeah, Defina fell. Everybody give me a disadvantage perception roll to see if you see it. Except for Fidget. He's tied up. I don't give a shit.
19. Wait, no. 21.
12 for Steve.
22.
Steve is running. The captain and Morthos will see Defina fall.
I will try and pick her up as I run by, if she's not already behind me.
Give me a normal athletics check.
That's not great.
Oh, no.
15?
You hear a ripping in the fabric as you grab on, because that's what you get a grip of. But you do lift Defina up. Defina, you know that your robe can only take so much more before it's just you butt-ass naked.
I'm going to I'm going to kind of hold the robe up around my chest and say, "Thanks, Cap," and take off running again.
Ooh, so give me an acrobatics roll.
Oh, hell. Ooh, 22.
Yes, you nimbly get up on your feet and start running on your own again.
I'll let go over.
Behind you, you hear a voice booming. "Halt, you heretics!" And in front of you, it seems like every flame seems to flicker super bright, like it's trying to bind a path to stop.
I'm just going to keep running. Try and run faster.
You get to the portal, and that young wizard that was standing there at the exit portal seems to have changed duty stations, or the entrance portal seems to have changed duty stations and is at the exit portal now. And he turns around, and it seems like white fire starts producing from his right hand, and his left hand is back as he is going to cast a spell.
I want to try to run up and knock him over so he can to interrupt his spell.
So we're going to start our first skills challenge, now that Mike's mentioned that. You're going to need 9 makes or 4 failures.
So who's volunteering to go first?
Oh no, Mr. Kool-Aid Man, we always do initiative.
I'm assuming I have disadvantage because I'm tied up.
No disadvantage on initiatives, but we'll get to that when it comes to the skill. Tom, I heard you laughing. Go ahead and tell me your initiative.
Nat 20.
Plus.
So that would be plus 3, so 23.
Okay.
Just wasted the 20 for nothing.
19 for Steve.
19 for Steve.
17, Morthos.
That's a 6.
All right, 6 for Fidget.
20 non-natural.
First in the order will be Captain Firewell.
All right. All his...
Oh, wait, Sam, you've never done a skills challenge. Do you guys do them over at D6?
Not very often, so no.
Okay, so the rules of the skill challenge is you're going to have to pick a skill off of your sheet. Try to bring that into the story to roll, and we will roll. I have a single DC for everybody, which will make or fail no matter what you do. So if somebody rolls, say, perception, you can't use perception for 2 more turns. If you do, you'll be rolling at disadvantage. Back to Captain Firewell, though.
As I'm running that way and I start to grab towards one of my javelins, I would like to try and figure out what kind of spell he's casting with all my arcana knowledge.
All right, make an arcana check.
Well, that's not too bad. 14.
You believe that he is casting Fireball. So next up in the order will be Defina.
Can I just use the spell magic and end it?
That would be an arcana check at disadvantage during a skills challenge. And it's not how Dispel Magic works. Dispel Magic dispels magic that is already been cast. So the first thing that would happen is that the spell would be cast, and then once the spell either hits or misses, then Dispel Magic would either take it away or fail.
So the little flickering flame. Okay, got it. Again, I don't really play spellcasters, especially not ones with Dispel Magic.
The spell you're looking for, John?
Yep.
Counterspell.
Yeah, I don't have counterspell.
You wouldn't. You would have to be way high level to have counter.
Yeah, that's 6th level, I think.
I'm going to use...
Lightning Lure. Oh, I'm sorry.
As I'm running, I'm going to use Investigate to kind of look around to see if there's a way around them.
Give me a roll.
Ooh, how does a 25 work?
As you're trying to investigate a way around him, what you realize is they have set a trap, and that if you continue going through this, that you more likely be captured in an ambush. Next in the order will be Steve. He stops and starts to sing.
That's actually what I was going to do.
Oh, God.
Steve was going to he's going to start singing a song, and knowing that it's likely... or thinking it's likely that this guy will probably, get out of the way because he's going to go kill himself because of the music.
All right.
So I'm going to roll performance.
All right. And no disadvantages. Roll your normal performance.
8.
That's the first time I think you guys have ever tried to fail a roll on a skills challenge.
I did not try to fail. I just rolled. I rolled a 2 plus my 6 modifier.
Steve stops and pulls out his lute and begins to play. And before he gets the first couple of lines out, he gets a few chords out, he's tackled by 3 or 4 different guards that are chasing you down. Steve, I'll let you know what happened with that in a second.
Just don't break the lute, and I'll be happy.
I know, I picture you falling to the ground on your back, like, people that are holding beers and keeping it up. Like, watch the lute! Morthos.
I want to use, I'm going to say sleight of hand, to try and, while I'm carrying Fidget, untie his leg restraints.
Oh, that's a good one. Go ahead, give me a sleight of hand.
19.
19. Yes, you undo his leg restraints, and which releases the other single rope that's tied his hands together, but his hands are still behind his back.
And then I'll let him go.
Out of the skills challenge, just for me, I need a acrobatics check from Fidget to see if he can actually run away from this.
Well, can I attempt to do that thing where I jump and pull my hands under my legs in front of me?
If you want to use that for the skills challenge, absolutely.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Still need an acrobatics.
17 plus 7, that's maths. 24?
Yes.
Yep.
You are...
Oh my god.
You untie his feet, Morthos. You go to pick him up a little bit to get him to run himself. As you release, you see him do this jump rope maneuver and actually start running, and I know for a fact that he runs faster than everybody else.
I don't actually run towards the portal, though. I run towards the guards.
All right, hold
And
on a second.
I'll wait for my next skill check to do something, though.
Okay, so you stop and turn around?
That's right.
Okay. Captain Firewall.
So I'm like, how far from this?
We'll close the distance a little bit. You're there. If you want to be right on him, you can.
Can I use, like, I don't know, athletics to knock him down? Like shoulder check him?
Yes, you can. Did somebody use athletics already, though?
Yeah, they just did, but wouldn't that actually be a strength check?
No, we did acrobatics last.
Yeah, nobody's used athletics yet.
And there was performance,
Sleight of hand.
insight, sleight of hand, and investigation.
And Arcana.
Yeah, I used Arcana on the first one.
Oh, and arcana. Oh, because it wasn't... Sorry, it was investigation, not insight.
So I'm going to yell fireball, because that's what I thought he was doing.
Right.
And shoulder check him with a 21.
You knock him over, and it seems like he hits his head, and not only does the spell dissipate, but he gets a really blank look in his eyes.
Yay.
As you enter the chamber, you see 5 clerics standing with their weapons drawn out and their shields before them in front of the portal. But we're going to go to Defina.
Why the hell not? I am going to try to just intimidate everybody that's around me to back up.
Here, hold my beer. I want to try something. All right. Intimidation it is. Go ahead.
16.
So what does that sound like?
While holding her chest, because she's still got to hold up her robe, going to kind of push out her chest and yell out, "Everybody move!"
It doesn't seem to dissuade anybody, but it seems like the guards are moving into a different formation, like they're about to try to tackle you since you just stopped.
I don't know. That sounded terrifying to me.
Well, I didn't stop. I kept running.
Yeah, but the roll said it wasn't good. All right, Steve, you are tackled with people on top of you.
Damn it, John! You did you did pretty much what I was gonna do.
I
had like nothing left.
You guys use 7 skills. I think there's 18 of them on the sheet.
Okay, what the hell? I'm gonna try to just alter my original plan a little bit. Steve is gonna call out, "That wasn't me who tried to play or perform."
Oh, deception.
Deception. Nat 1.
Oh. Well, they knew in an instant it was you.
I just think I need a whole new set of freaking dice.
Yeah, is that it?
No, it totally works for Steve.
So Steve tries to lie to these people, and they pretty much just roll their eyes. As everybody else is making their way near where the portal is trying to figure everything out, you guys are surrounded by a blue orb, and you cannot break through it. But go ahead and try. Don't let that dissuade you.
Who all? All of us?
Yes, all of you. Except for Steve. He's being man-piled.
And he doesn't like it.
Are the clerics that are around me inside this blue orb?
No.
Oh, well, what?
How far is the end of the blue orb to the portal?
It's about 6 feet away, which is right in front of the first cleric, who seemed to jump back when the orb appeared.
So this is an orb that we can't break?
Go ahead and try.
Well, I was running forward, so I guess I'm going to be running right into it.
It seemed to pause your running. You were not harmed in the capturing of these outlaws.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see if Defina's going to do something, because he was asking questions like he was thinking.
Can I use Misty Step and teleport to the portal?
You can attempt to.
All right, I'm going to cast Misty Step.
All right, so mark your spell slot.
Okay.
And you seem to bounce off the orb, like it's not actually allowing you to use Misty Step. You seem to dissipate, and then right when you're about to break the orb, you reappear and boom, right off of it. It's like really hard 3-year-old Jello.
So apparently we can't use magic on it.
I did try to warn you, to be fair.
No, you said break it. I wasn't trying to break it. I was trying to teleport away from the plane I was in to the plane that, or basically past it.
Hey, John, when something happens in the game of D&D that nobody really knows what should happen next, what's it called when the DM makes a decision?
DM ruining our fun.
Close enough.
Uh-oh.
Or DM's prerogative.
Yeah, and this DM prerogative came with the end of failing the skills challenge, which is what happened.
Way to go, Mike.
Fuck you, John.
You had one job, and it was to not fail.
Should I just say I nailed mine, so,
It wasn't just me who failed. I regretted I had half of them, but still.
I attempt to do something.
Sure, you can attempt to do something. This should be interesting.
I'm gonna run towards the guard and say, "Help! Help! These heretics kidnapped me."
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay, non-natural 20.
Oh, yes, sir, we understand, but as soon as we have them all removed, we will let you go upon your way.
I'm going to fall to the floor and start pretending to cry and sob.
Can I try? Can I try something?
Sure.
I want to roll insight to try and think of a spell that could possibly get rid of this bubble.
Okay, so just in case you succeed, let me crack open the book here.
I was thinking dispel magic.
Oh, shit.
But
Why don't I think
I'm
of that?
just wondering if my character would think of that so that I could tell his character that.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Insight. Ooh, 19.
A 19. If Defina, would have been able to see the caster, and she had the spell counterspell, she would have been able to prevent this. Now it seems like it's an abomination to the fabric of what you as a cleric knows as the natural world, and only a greater restoration spell may break the binds of this bubble.
All right, then.
I like how you think of it, but you're not going to relay that. You're like, yeah, all right.
No, I'm still thinking.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion and tell them you have the wrong people. Let them go.
So I need wisdom checks on them, correct?
I believe that is a wisdom. It's an investigation, so intelligence.
Oh,
so
intelligence?
yeah, I guess wisdom.
No, intelligence is different, and that's fine.
Oh yeah, intelligence.
One got a 15, everybody else got a 17 or higher.
Damn, they need to beat a 14.
Oh, sweet. I thought you were going to play the guards on themselves now. Okay, they all see through your deception.
Can I eat my way out of this? You said it was like Jello.
So as Defina starts chewing on the walls, you hear a voice. You heretics will be taken into custody. Your weapons will be placed on the ground, or you will just run out of air and die in there. Once your weapons are on the ground, we will bind you and put you in the cells, and you will wait until your trial.
I'm gonna scream. You're not gonna choke me. I'm an innocent in all of this. Just let me out.
Yeah, he dies if we die.
You see whispering behind them, and they turn and say, "We do apologize for this if you lose your life off of their heretical ways." Heretical?
Squeeze me? I'm gonna die because of these people who kidnapped me?
But you will become a hero to the clerics of Jandar, and your name will be praised. May we have your name, sir?
I'm going to turn to Fidget.
Roy Hattersley.
Fidget, why don't you just tell him your real name?
Oh my god, you're such a fucking asshole.
Who the fuck is Fidget? I'm Dick Roy Hattersley.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure that's really true.
Defina.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll to attack on Defina.
Nat 20.
And roll... Well, you don't need to. Defina, take 2 points of bitch slap damage.
Well, what if she gets a nat 20?
It doesn't matter. It was to hit. So it was her armor class. Defina, I need a persuasion roll. Fidget, I need a deception roll.
21.
18.
And they rolled a nat 20, and she was like, "Bind them all. They are together. Obviously. Thank you, young lady, as they look at Defina.
Oh.
So
All right,
can I go home now?
I mutter the C-bomb under my breath.
Fidget, we are all in this together.
All right, I stop muttering it now.
It's fine. You're Australian. Don't you just mutter that word all the time anyway?
I wasn't actually sure if I was allowed to say it on this show.
We really have no constraints, and if anybody gives me hate mail, I will tell them that they're bigots for not respecting your culture.
Thank you. What's your character's name again? Steve, was it not?
No, Defina is John's
Defina.
character.
Defina, you're a straight-up cunt.
Twat, you say?
What did you say? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I've got a slut ear infection.
I'm adding, thinks Defina's a cunt to the list.
Okay.
To the bow.
Can we tell if this orb is like moving at all with like the breeze?
It is not.
Or can I use perception? Okay.
You don't need to roll. You can notice that the orb is not moving with the breeze.
I ran into it. It didn't move.
Place down your weapons. We will bind you. The orb will be released, and you will have a trial. Keep your weapons in your hand, just one of you, and you will just die of suffocation in. And she looks up at the sun. I would say a minute and a half.
Nah, fuck you!
Now it's a minute exactly because he used all the air.
Fidget, shut the fuck up. Put your weapons down.
I'll pull my spear out and set it on the ground.
Really? I see. Morthos isn't just going to do that pissed off throw.
I kind of envision that, yeah. Just kind of like fucking chuck it on the ground.
So, Fidget would like to try and make a key-empowered strike, unarmed, against the bubble. Just see what happens.
Okay, go ahead and roll for hit.
That's 19 plus 7, 26.
So it's gonna hit. Roll your damage.
All right. That's a 8.
8 total damage.
8 total damage.
Okay, take 8 damage as the entire percussion is pushed back onto you.
All right, guys, don't punch this thing.
Yeah.
It does not work.
With the Tweety birds above his head, he's like, "Whoa! All right, wait, don't do that."
Yeah, adoy.
It was an honest mistake.
There's nothing honest about you.
I think you got about 45 seconds to put your weapons down. It is getting harder.
Monk, I am a weapon, so I put my fists on the ground.
You do have a quarterstaff in your hand. I think that's what she's speaking of.
It's an old man's walking staff. Nothing more.
Yeah, it's getting.
I never drew that. I never drew it.
Oh, okay.
I'm hiding it.
That's fine. You can hide a quarterstaff. I would ask where, but I don't want to know. But it is getting harder to breathe, everybody.
Steve will draw his longsword and set it on the ground.
Jeez, I gotta take all my weapons out.
No, just your main weapon. I think you get the gist of that one.
Put my great axe on the ground. Kind of set it so the handle is like on my toe.
As you release your great axe, all the weapons are sucked to the middle. All of you are drawn to the outside. You all are now magically bound, and it seems like you can't fight as they take you to the cells and lock you in them after they take all your stuff away. Would anybody attempt to hide something on yourself? I will give you one chance, a sleight of hand roll.
I want to hide my loot.
At disadvantage, and then we'll go for how much damage it is as you're shoving up your ass.
7.
Believe it or not, it does. You attempt to hide it, but they see it and they take it away from you.
Oh! And Steve just starts crying.
So very proud. I attempt to hide my quarterstaff with a natural 20.
You break your quarterstaff into 4 pieces and put it into your backpack, and nobody seemed to notice. Or not your backpack, but I'm going to call it your backpack because that's what it's going to end up being for this little adventure here. From the looks of everybody else, it looks like you shit yourself.
Oh my.
Anybody else?
No, I'm not going to.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hide my daggers. That's a sleight of hand?
Yes.
19.
Yeah, you hide your daggers inside your robe.
Or it's a dagger. Excuse me. One dagger.
Whatever,
wrong character.
You have your one dagger inside your robe. As they place you in the cells, they place the majority of the group into one cell, and across the way, they place Steve. They order everybody to leave, and they place the loot on the outside of the cage and leave themselves.
Are you new to Dungeons & Dragons? Are you addicted to it and just can't get enough? Do you have questions? We've got answers. Stripping Down D&D with your hosts Typo and Tom is the live Twitch show where we strip down D&D each week. We focus on different topics and answer your questions. You can ask questions during the live show every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you can find us at twitch.tv/Bros and Dragons. What?
Can we talk to each other?
Yep.
Can I talk to the rest of the group?
Yep.
That was more what I was getting at.
But
First things first.
Go ahead.
Excuse me. First things first, I would like to use my fist of unbroken air to launch the loot against the walls and shatter it.
Huh. Okay. Give me a ranged spell attack, which would be if you have any. What's your charisma?
My charisma is 1.
Okay. I've got your bonus roll, and give me a d20 roll.
My wisdom is 4, if I can use that. I rolled a 17.
Yes, your unbroken air maneuver does shatter the loot onto the cage, and now it is in pieces inside Steve's cage. And you are now in a refractory period as you come again into your pants, which you are bleeding from your penis again from that maneuver.
I have a shattering orgasm because I've saved the world.
And I'm assuming Steve's loot was also destroyed?
That's exactly what he destroyed.
He just starts bawling. Just wailing, tears flowing. It's like you've murdered his kitten.
Fidget, for the first time in your entire life, you're having a strange feeling. It's almost like maybe you shouldn't have done that, but you don't know how to process it.
Is it guilt?
It would be guilt if you knew what guilt was, but since you don't, this is the first time you're feeling that. It's weird.
Don't make me feel feelings.
I'm gonna try and rub my nipples to see if the feeling goes away.
It helps for a short period of time, but it seems to come back. It's really weird.
I need to get rid of this feeling. Well, I've already used up all of my key points.
Are you saying this out loud? I need to get rid of this feeling?
I say, I need to get rid of this feeling.
I'll back away from him.
Can I make a wisdom roll to see, to get rid of this feeling?
You can make a wisdom roll, and we'll go from there once I get the number.
Well, okay, I rolled a 1.
Not only do you think this feeling will never, ever go away, you cannot possibly fathom anything you can do to make it stop. Which makes it worse.
I start bawling.
As you do, you hear the cage door open up, and you hear murmuring a young female voice. How dare you try to run my city while I am not here? This is appalling. And you hear them, ma'am, with all due respect, this is a church. It doesn't matter if you think it is a church matter. Open up those cages and release them now. As you look out of your cages, you see that cloaked female, but now her hood is drawn. She is younger, but she is slightly stunning. You're in an olfactory period.
Stunning.
You're in an olfactory period and bawling your eyes out. This isn't really a manly maneuver at this point. The cages are unlocked, and you all are given back your stuff. The female says, without saying a word, return to Demethos.
Steve is still mourning over his lost loot.
I'm going to go run over real quickly and pick up the pieces of the loot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to walk out without saying a word.
All right.
Before Steve gets a chance to say anything, I'm grabbing my shit and getting out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and grabbing my shit.
Okay.
But I thought they said they returned all of our stuff and said get out.
Yeah, I took that as a gimme. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Steve will sort of he'll be the last one out, kind of, sulking, and he's calmed down a bit.
You walk out very awkwardly right next to Fidget.
I don't look him in the eye.
Steve won't even look at him.
Okay. Do you guys head straight to the portal?
Yeah,
And
I do.
Anybody not going through the portal?
Steve goes.
I'm going.
As we'll say, Defina is more or less the last person to go through it. She was kind of waiting to see what everybody else was going to do, and just give me just a little freedom here, John. A noticeable cleric that you've seen before, by the name of Cleric Tranina, will hand you a packaged box and say, "Quickly, keep going."
Gonna nod my head and go through the portal.
Okay, so everybody appears on the other side. There seems to be a regiment of guard there, and the biggest one of them says, "We are here to protect you, but more so, we are here to take you to the palace. The queen would like you just to stay the night there."
Very well.
Where were you 5 minutes ago?
in the palace? Okay.
Defina leaving Crystaldale was hard to talk about. It's more of an emotional thing for you because you were calm there, and it just seems like all those crazy awkward feelings are starting to come back.
Well, shit.
You're taken to the palace. You are put into a room. It looks like it was an emissary's room originally. It is a giant common area with sitting areas and tables and even a place for food preparation. Small cooking fire that is built into the wall almost like a chimney. There are 4 doors. The one all the way on the right goes to a bathing room. The first door to its left will open up and have 4 beds and 4 equal desks and dressers in it. The door all the way on the left will be identical to that room, and the one in the middle seems to have one single large bed in it with its own sitting area, its own bathing area, almost like a master suite area.
Dibs.
You're living the lap of luxury, but you are just all alone now. Nobody else is in this room but you.
I'm going to go into the master bedroom area, strip down, take a bath, and then lay down, go to sleep.
As you come out of the bath to go to sleep, you hear a coming from the bed. As you come up to the bed, Alicia, without removing any of her armor, literally passes out on the bed. Give me a perception roll before you do anything.
9.
It's hard to tell, but she seems to have something in her hand underneath the pillow, but you can't make out what.
Okay. I'm going to grab her by the foot and pull her out of the bed.
As you do grab her by the foot and begin to pull, you feel a stabbing pain in your hand because she stabbed you with the dagger she was hiding underneath the pillow. And she goes, "What the hell, man?" as she draws the dagger back out.
Let's see. Get the fuck out of my bed. I called dibs.
Already sleeping, ass. And she goes back to sleep.
I'm going to flip the mattress.
It's a pretty big bed. I don't think, let's see, just took a shower. You're tired.
Why don't you just curl up in the bed with her?
No, Morthos wouldn't do that.
It's not like a sleepover with friends for Morthos?
No, I don't think so.
You attempt to move the bed, but the bed itself is very secure. They make them very sturdy. The Amish must have made these beds.
I can't even flip the mattress?
It seems to be attached somehow, and you can't figure out the mechanism. So you do have choices. There is... Yeah. This bed is gigantic. There's no way, even if you both spread out, you wouldn't have touched each other. But there is a large couch in this room as well.
No, fuck that. I'm getting on the bed. Butt-ass naked.
Butt-ass naked. All right. What's everybody else doing?
Steve will poke his head out the door, see if there's anybody around, because he wants a new loot. He wants to be able to play.
As you poke your head out, there are 4 guards, 2 across the hall on the wall looking towards the door, and 2 on either side of the door. And they say, "Sir, please go back inside."
Okay. I can do that, but I need a loot. I need to play.
I'm sorry, sir, but on the Queen's orders, there is to be no musical instruments whatsoever brought to this room. And if we even hear humming, we're supposed to bind that person and take him to the dungeon. Now, we don't understand the orders, but we will follow them because they're from our queen.
He starts sobbing again.
The one awkwardly puts an arm on your shoulder to almost give you some comfort, pushes you back in and closes the door.
He just sits on the floor. Just right there, his life is over. He lost his loot.
Fidget would like to first unhide his quarterstaff because that doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. And he takes the two pieces and he shatters the quarterstaff just any way he can. He breaks his weapon.
So give me a wisdom roll real quick.
Wasn't the weapon already broken?
Yeah.
I assumed it's screwed, but I'm trying to actually break this. I need shards. I need shards.
It is broken, but give me that wisdom number first.
15 total.
Okay, you know that there is a magic that can mend this called mending. Usually clerics and any kind of caster may or may not have it. If you ask, they might be able to put it back together.
Steve side note, out of character, Steve has that spell, but he's so distraught he can't remember it.
Okay, so I take the biggest, meanest looking shard I can, and also take off the one remaining sock I have left. Oh, wait, no, I don't have any socks left. I've been barefoot.
Right.
Alright, I take off my underwear, and I wrap it around the bottom of the shard to make a shiv.
Everybody else has daggers and stuff. You could have just asked, homie.
No, he's trying to go jailhouse with this.
Okay. Yeah, he's got his shiv. Okay. I need the performance roll to see how good that shiv is.
16 total.
This is a decent shiv. You've been in jails enough times that you know it might do the job, but only once. There's a possibility that the blood and shit from the underwear might cause sepsis as well.
So it's a poison shiv.
Sure, yeah, poison shiv.
And I'm just going to eat the remaining shards. And I've still got one half a quarterstaff left. That's just totally fine.
Oh, no, it's still you broke it into 4 pieces.
I can't screw them back together?
They don't detach like that. It was just one stick. I think Fidget got that from a caster that was using it as an arcane focus.
Okay. So it was already broken. I'm just going to make shivs out of the other pieces. As many shivs as I can.
Okay. Captain Firewall.
I'm going to go find one of the beds to sleep in.
Okay. And Defina, because she has that mysterious object.
I'm going to walk up to Fidget and tell him, I could have just mended that for you, and walk away. And I'm going to go to the bathing area and lock the door.
Okay. You still have this mysterious object, the box that she gave you.
In the bathing area, it's just me with the door locked, right?
Yes.
I'm going to take a peek at the mysterious object.
As you open it up, a swirl of magic hits you. You feel the essence as there's this purple swirling orb, and it seems like a letter was laid on top of it.
I'm going to read the letter.
The letter says, "There's only a small sect of us left. It was very foolish to come and demand such an object face to face with the leader of our temple. Take this orb. It will bind those evil paladin spirits."
I'm going to package the orb back up as best I can and put it in my backpack.
Okay. And take a bath, I'm hoping?
Yep.
All right. What are you doing with 25 pieces of underwear-covered shivs, Fidget?
Oh, 25. First of all, I'm going to put 3 of them in my knuckles and pretend to be Wolverine. And the rest I put in my back, and I collapse on the floor and sleep.
Okay. So Captain Firewall's asleep. Defina, you're done with your bath. What are you doing?
I am going to remember that I grabbed all the pieces of Steve's loot, and I'm going to mend that back together, but I'm not going to give it back to Steve, and I'm not going to tell him that I have it mended.
That's
bastard.
evil.
Oh my god. It's the next morning. You all wake up feeling refreshed and gaining back all your hit points.
I'm back to try and remember what we're supposed to be doing.
I think we're just kind of waiting for the
12.
queen to come and summon us, aren't we?
A 12? You remember that you guys originally came here to go to Crystal Dale to get the orb, and that was really the only thing you remember from your quest log, because Morthos has it.
So I'm just going to go find my captain and, I don't know, chill out. I want to show him my shivs.
Oh, those are really nice. Good job.
I throw one into the air and then do a cool flipping trick with it.
Oh, sweet. Give me 2 acrobatic checks.
That's 16 and a 1. Oh, no.
Okay, so you flip the shiv into the air. You spin up in the air, and you have to alter your spinning course ever so slightly to catch the shift, which you do with no problems, but you land flat on your back and take 1 bludgeoning point.
Thank God, I was so worried that knife was going to fall into someone.
Yeah, and you notice, Captain, that the shiv, you know what poop looks like because you swam in it, and it has poop and blood covered on that shiv.
Very impressive. Maybe you should not fall on your back next time.
I nod in agreement.
Yeah, I just picture the wind getting knocked out of Fidget, and then, try not to land on your back next time. Yeah!
Yeah, I'll do that in future. Mm-hmm.
Good.
You all feel hungry. I'm sure you guys have rations, but it's up to you what to do.
I'm
I'll do
open that
ration.
door.
You open the door, and there are 4 guards there. You don't need a perception roll to see that there is a lot of blood in the hallway that wasn't there when you came last night.
Are the guards still alive?
There are 4 guards still standing there, and they seem like nothing happened.
Did you guys have a accident there or what?
Can we help you with something, sir?
Yeah, we need food.
Absolutely. Inside the door, there is a rope hanging from the ceiling. If you pull that, it will call Merrick, and Merrick will come up and take your orders for breakfast.
Great. Outstanding. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
I'll shut the door and pull the rope.
And as you do, you pull it, and you can feel like it moved something, but outside of that, only the textile feeling, excuse me. And within 10 minutes, there's a knock on the door.
Who is it?
You called for me.
What's your name?
I am Merrick, sir. I am here for the breakfast order.
What's the password?
The password
Shut
is...
up, Cap. I'm hungry.
The password is, what the fuck is up with all this blood out here?
Exactly. Come in. How did you know that was the password?
And he comes out and he goes, I didn't. It was just disgusting. I've never seen that much bile or blood or anything dirty in the castle.
So you haven't met Fidget, huh?
No. And judging by the pants, I probably don't want to.
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
I offer to shake his hand.
He has that snobby, he gives you the head nod to acknowledge it, but doesn't reach out. He gives it like a distasteful look.
I say, shake my damn hand.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm only here for breakfast orders. What would you like to eat?
I grab his hand.
He does that squint, gross thing.
Oh, no.
When I grab his hand, I pull him in, and with my other hand, pull one of my shitty shivs and jam it directly into his neck.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pause you there because we're gonna have to go back to the character sheets on this one.
That took a
turn. That was a quick turn. So let me pull up Fidget here. I did create him. I'm pretty sure I didn't turn him into a mass murderer.
No, we need to escape, right? We're being kept against our will?
No.
Mm-mm.
You agreed to come here, and obviously they're just keeping you safe because people are trying to kill you.
Oh, okay. No, I missed something.
Yeah, I'd sure as hell say so.
But I would say
Okay.
that if you thought you were captured, you were totally playing Fidget. I'm committed to my crewmates. I'm loyal to my captain.
Yeah, no, I thought we weren't allowed to leave. So if Fidget thinks that, he's stabbing that guy in the neck.
Yeah, he doesn't think that.
Okay. Okay, I kiss him on the neck.
Again, a little bit. He goes, "Thank you, sir. May I please have your breakfast order so that I can go prepare your food?" And he looks at his hands. After I take a small 20-hour bath.
Okay, now can I stab him? That was rude.
I will give you this, and you can stab him as long as you don't mind having the full army of the queen come down on you in this one single room.
I order bacon and eggs.
Yeah, so everybody places their breakfast order. Merrick does hurry off.
Yell as he leaves. Make sure you wash your hands.
And burn my clothes, yes, sir. And you guys are left to your own for a small bit. Does anybody want to do anything? It won't be long.
Steve plays the air lute. No sound, just sits there like he's playing a lute that doesn't really exist.
Just picture the sniffling, too.
Yeah, I feel a sense of regret.
I was just about to ask, Fidget.
Just a little one, though. I'm getting over it.
Oh, true. Yes, you are becoming a master of your feelings once again. After it's not technically short because he had to make it, but a very small period of time, less than what you would have expected. Merrick comes back with a full spread of breakfast for you, places it in the middle of the room, bows slightly, and leaves, and the door is closed again. As it happens, Captain, you will notice that blood that was there is now gone.
Oh, that was a quick cleanup.
Guys, wouldn't it have just been crazy if I stabbed that dude?
Why would you want to stab him? He was bringing us yum-yums.
Like, right? That would have been weird. Don't even know why I thought it.
I was going to let it happen. I just wanted to clarify with Fidget's character sheets that it's something he would have done. You eat, and everybody definitely is full. They seem to have placed meats and cheeses that you could pack away and use as, I don't know, rations if you'd like to.
Pack some away.
So I will allow everybody to put their rations up to 10 on their sheets.
Oh, mine already are. The last time I stole food from somewhere.
You were here for a short period of time when there is another knock on the door. This one, not as aggressive, but you can still hear it. And you hear a voice from the other side that's slightly familiar. It says, "Is everyone decent?"
Shh, don't say anything, don't say anything. I'll wait a few minutes, see if they knock again.
Give me a history roll.
Oh, boy.
Not everybody. Why the fuck?
I wait by the door, shiv in hand.
Captain Firewell, all I need is for you.
Nat 20.
That is definitely the voice of Queen Rebecca outside your door.
Ah, crap. Yeah, well, mostly decent, and I'll go.
I look at my captain to say, stab? Question?
No.
Bad Fidget. Down, boy.
I mime putting away the knife, and to see if he nods.
No. I shake my head no.
Okay, but I keep it ready. I keep it low. But
And I'll open the door.
And the Queen is standing there and says, "We have a bit more information. It seems like the old one is rising again, but you will have to travel the land, and I cannot provide you any protection because we have a plan. I need everybody to come to the war room. The guards will show you the way when you are ready."
Okay, great. We'll be there in just a minute.
She says, "Thank you." And as she leaves, one of the guards closes the door.
I guess we're going to the war room?
Yep.
Will I be able to get a loot there?
I'm
No.
sure they don't have one.
No.
You gather up your things, you prepare for the day, and you head to the war room. As you enter the war room, there seems to be one very bulky guard wearing white armor and a gold cloak, standing in the corner. The Queen standing at the head of the table over a map of what looks like the entire land of Enon, and the cloaked, now recloaked female figure standing next to her. And they say, "We have figured out a plan, but we do not feel that you may like it. So, if you let me speak, and then we will let you decide, and allow free will and fate to thrive." And that's where we're going to stop the podcast.
Ah, no.
Cliffhanger!
Sam, the floor is yours. Plug everything you got and where people can find you.
Cheers, mate. Well, everyone can find me on Twitter under @SpriteStuff. I've got a YouTube channel, which is also SpriteStuff. It's a good name. Get to use it across all my social media. But more importantly, I would like to plug a musical that I was helping write. We're about to put on our show in September, but we need a bit of funds. See, we're all young people. We don't have a lot of money. So we have a Kickstarter. And if you look up Marvel-less, that's Marvelous, go to our Kickstarter. Chuck in a couple of bucks if you got them. There's some really fantastic rewards there, and we'd really appreciate your support. So that's Marvel-less, and you can find that on Kickstarter, or you can look up our Facebook page, and that's Moonshoes Productions for that. Thank you very much.
That's it? There was somewhere else you and I met. I figure you might want to do a side plug for her.
Oh, fuck, no, I don't give a shit about D6. Fuck that.
Just to let you guys know, if you don't listen to D6, Sam is fantastic in it. I enjoyed myself immensely when they had me come out and play. And I am looking forward to returning now that Yarrow has a actual figure for me.
Yeah, we really want you to come back. And that's D6. That's on Yarrow Shien's Twitch. You can find him on YouTube or through Twitter at Yarrow Shien. Please do. D6 is a fun time. And we love to have new people come in to have a chat because it's a live show.
Yeah, the chat's fun. They were all role-playing being in a bar, and then a big fight started, and then somebody pulled a mic and threw a fireball, and then the bar burnt down. It was incredible. But anyways, from the whole crew, from Sam, D6, and Yaro Shien, I just want to tell everybody to keep it nerdy and remember to always live your dreams.
While the Fina was running, she trips over her own feet and tumbles.
I hate it when you just do these off-the-wall fucking checks, John.
This has been a Bros and Dragons production.